Hi, I grew up in an environmentally sustainable, intentional community, and I'm going to talk about 5 ways that growing up the way I did helped me in the real world. This is part 2. Third thing is school. Now, I talked a little bit in my last video about how school, I wasn't prepared for it, and that was more like classroom setting stuff. In the actual work I was doing, it prepared me for college and the workforce because I had to learn early on how to set my own schedules, get what I needed to get done, but it wasn't so like, okay, from this time to this time you can do this, and this time to this time you're going to do this. I had to do that myself and say, okay, I know what I need to learn. How am I going to get it done? How am I going to get my homework or schoolwork done? So that really set me up for college, because the way I was unschooled and then homeschooled later, I switched to more homeschooling classes, or very much go to class and then you take home homework and do that. And so college was kind of the same sort of system. So I felt very prepared to do college. And then at work also, I will get my work done. I usually get it done early, and I've learned how to structure my day so that I get done when I need to get done. And I think that's a very good skill to have. The fourth thing was I was taught a lot of empathy growing up. And, like I was talking about with conflict management, learning how to understand where other people are coming from was a part of it. Because we had that hospitality in the community, we had a lot of people come and go throughout the community. We had a guest house that we let people stay in, which wasn't an ideal situation, honestly. There were some upsides that I learned about a lot of different kinds of people and the struggles that people go through all the time. So we had unhoused people stay with us. So I learned a lot about that they were real people and going through things. And we had people who were just down on their luck and needed a place to stay to help get back on their feet. We had immigrants who stayed with us. I learned so many stories and how people got to the place they were, and that helped me develop a lot of empathy. And the fifth thing that I was really prepared for is paying attention to the world around me, being an advocate for issues I cared about. As I said before, my community focused on environmental sustainability, so I grew up in an eco house. So I learned how to live a sustainable life and be a little conscious about my environmental impact. But even beyond that, we went to a lot of protests. I grew up learning about all these different social causes, environmental causes going on. We did boycotts, we traveled to different states for major protests. What I really appreciate about my parents is, while they are very progressive, we don't always agree on everything, and I've kind of gotten to be more progressive than them, and they, since I was a kid, have been fine with me disagreeing with what they taught. It is just showing what they believed, and if I didn't agree with something, they would listen to me and they would hear what I had to say. Think of all the skills that growing up the way I did taught me. Learning how to think for myself and pay attention to what's going on and advocate for what I believe in is definitely the most important one. Overall, I think I was raised to be a pretty competent adult, but if you want to watch the video of 5 things I don't think I was prepared for, go do that. Thanks so much for watching. Bye!